Hi everyone, so today I thought I'd do part 2 of my Japan haul. I came back a few weeks ago and I bought a whole bunch of stuff. This part is going to be fashion and accessories. I know not everyone who watches me for fashion, but to be honest, a lot of you did say that you enjoyed my last clothing haul from Japan, and I honestly had a lot of fun doing it, so I thought I'd do it again. I did pick up a few things, mostly from my favorite stores. If you don't know, I'm a massive Issey Miyake fan. At this point, I'm basically a walking Issey Miyake advertisement. I just wear so many of his pieces in my everyday, wardrobe. You'll probably see me wear the same things in my videos all the time, which I do because I really wear them on an everyday basis, and I pretty much wear a lot of the same pieces. So I thought I'd go over that, but I've got some other things as well as, pleats and me. So the first thing I want to talk about is the thing right in front of me, and it's this gorgeous bag. This bag is from a store called Beams. It's actually a store that's new to me. We saw it in quite a lot of the places where we stopped by, and I think the main store is the one in Shinjuku. It's one of those stores that has kind of a curated collection of clothes, men's, women's. They also have like an art section, ceramics. It's really amazing, and I spotted this bag and I was immediately drawn to the shape of it, and I kind of like interesting shaped bags. And I particularly like this bag because it really reminded me of another bag that I already have, which is this one. And this is actually from Comme des Garçons. It was a Jun Watanabe collaboration. And I really love it. I use this one so much. It's patent black leather, and it has a kind of hand strap, if that's what it's called. But it's a very short strap. So I wanted something that was a bit longer. And so I saw this one and I really liked it because I can just fling this over my shoulder and just walk out the door. So it just makes it a bit easier, or else the other bag I kind of take for more, things that I know I'm going to be sitting down for a long period of time, compared to this one where I can just go out and about and go about my day. Another thing I like about this is, besides the color navy blue, which I love blue, I tend to wear a lot of blue in my life. I like the fact that it's got metal silver detailing because I tend to wear a lot of silver, although today I am not wearing silver. And I also like the fact that there's two zips. So one zip here and another zip here. So it just makes it super easy to access everything you need. Maybe not the most secure bag, but I feel like, it's Melbourne, it's really safe, and, it's fine. It stores a lot, especially compared to this one. I feel like this one, I can't store as many things. By the way, this brand, I didn't even mention the brand. This is by a brand called Tokyo Porter Made. I've never heard of this brand before, but I believe it's made in Japan by, it says B. Jirushi Yoshida, Tokyo Standard. Really like it, really soft leather. I think it's a gorgeous bag, and it's just something different. Love my triangle bags, so really enjoy this one, and I've already been using it. I also bought another thing from Beams, and it's these earrings. I was immediately attracted to these earrings when I saw them because I just love how they're hoop earrings, but they're kind of a teardrop shape, which I think makes them a bit more unique and interesting. They are, I think, 10 karat gold, and they're by Annika Inez, which I looked up who that was, and it's actually a designer in New York. So not a Japanese designer, but I really like them. They're handmade. I also like the fact that they are kind of really thin metal, making them really lightweight. I do often go for a big statement earring, but sometimes I just want something just a little bit more pared back, and these are the kind of earrings I can wear on a daily basis to work, like today, and I think they look really nice. They just elevate an outfit, especially because I wear a lot of black. I really like the design. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. And again, super light. I can't even feel them on my ears, so that's a plus. Before I start gushing about Issey Miyake, I'm going to talk about some socks that I got. I know it's a little bit random, but I actually needed socks because my socks are they're so full of holes. They're just done. I'm the kind of person that in the past I've bought a lot of cheap socks, and cheap socks don't last, and I don't like that. And so I wanted something that's a little bit more sturdy, better quality. So I've got two brands here. I've got Tabio, and they're all made in Japan. I love that. I just love the fact that so many things that I've come across in Japan are made in Japan, and I love that because I feel like the quality is really superior to stuff made in China. And I just like the fact that the Japanese support their own industries, and I wish, like I said, in my previous video, that Australia was like that too, but unfortunately a lot of the manufacturing has moved offshore to cut costs. So I think for the price, they're actually, like, these aren't super cheap. This pair of socks was 1,000 yen, about 12 Australian dollars. And it's just the softest material ever. They're gorgeous. I've bought a lot of pairs for my friends and family in different colors. They have some really cool colors. And my sister has been wearing her pair 3 washes already, and she loves them. She said that they're her favorite pair of socks now. So you come across this brand in a lot of stores in train stations and things like that. Tabio is also in Lumine in Shinjuku. I bought some anklets because I always wear this kind of cut because I wear a lot of sneakers, so I tend to go for these ones. I also bought some other styles like this one, which is another kind of ankle cut, but different material. And again, I think they're reasonably priced what they are. I've already worn a whole bunch of them. They wash well and they are really great. And honestly, I regret not buying more. Another brand of socks that I picked up was Fukusuke. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. They're also made in Japan since 1882, which is super impressive. These are in a gorgeous mustard shade. Again, I've already worn a whole bunch of them, but I do have to say, if I'd have to choose, one brand, I think I do prefer the Tabio ones. I just find that they're just that little bit, better quality, although they're both really good. Yeah, I just think that they're really well-made socks. So if you're looking for some socks, and I know it's kind of random, but check out these brands if you're in Japan. And I also think they'd make good, souvenirs. I don't know. Like if someone got me a good pair of socks, I'd be really happy. I don't know. Some people might not be. Like my mom was like, "Why did you get me socks?" I don't know. I just thought it's like a practical gift. So everyone wants to wear socks, I assume. Everyone, unless you're like in the, in a tropical area and you wear thongs all the time, sandals. That's why I picked these up. Some for myself and some for friends. So really, really like these socks. Okay, moving on to my favorite things that I bought on this trip. Luckily, we only had one day of shopping because otherwise I probably would have just bought way more. In Omotesando, I went to the Issey Miyake Street where they have all his brands there. Issey, Pleats, Homme Plissé, Bao Bao, and some other brands as well. But I only had time to check out 2 of the stores, which was Pleats Please and Me. So when most people think of Issey, they think of the perfume or they think of Bao Bao bags because they're so popular. You might have recognized this kind of pattern where it's got the triangle pattern. This is a Bao Bao wallet. I feel like it's kind of a pity because I feel like his clothes are just so not talked about. They're so underrated. His clothes are so amazing. First of all, I don't need to iron anything. Second of all, they wash so well. And third of all, being someone that has fluctuated in weight and me being pregnant now, they fit so well. I don't need to buy maternity clothes because I can wear my Pleats Please throughout my entire pregnancy, which is a massive plus. So let's start with the things I got from Pleats Please. That's the first store I went to. And I bought a couple of pieces that I knew that I'd get a lot of wear out of. I bought this jumpsuit. I've actually already got a jumpsuit from Pleats Please in black, but it doesn't have, this one actually has a V-neck, and it also has at the back a V-neck detail, a V-neck back. And I like that, whereas my other jumpsuit from Pleats is scoop neck and it's just straight at the back. I feel like this is a really classic color. I can wear it with a lot. You can wear this by itself and you can wear it also with something like, a black long sleeve top, which I tend to do. I tend not to wear these by themselves. I mean, the sleeves are pretty long, so you might be exposing some side boob there, which I know a lot of people might not mind, but that's not me. So I bought this in a size 3. Now in Pleats Please there are 3 sizes. The main difference is the length. Now I am generally a 3. A 4 and 5 I can wear, but they tend to run really long. So 3 is my size. What I also like about it is that the zip matches the actual color of the fabric, which I think is a really nice touch. I also like the fact that this has got pockets because I need pockets. I need somewhere to put my hands, and these have massive pockets. So that's another detail that I also really like. The one thing, of course, with jumpsuits is, going to the bathroom isn't the easiest, and obviously this one, well, it's not obvious, but this one doesn't actually have anything on the crotch to, just quick access. So one thing to note in case you are interested in jumpsuits, maybe as I get further into my, 3rd trimester, I probably wouldn't be going for these as much just because I might need to go to the bathroom frequently. So, but I mean, this would definitely fit me even after pregnancy as well. I just love this piece. I think it's gorgeous. So you know when I like things a lot, I tend to buy them in several colors, and I did the exact same thing for this jumpsuit. I bought this in green as well. I haven't actually worn this one yet. This one is a bit longer because it's in size 5. So it does pretty much reach the bottom of my ankles, whereas the other one, you can sort of see my ankle. It's a nice, beautiful khaki color. Again, the zip is the same color as the fabric. Just such a nice touch. It looks really seamless, really sleek. Again, it's got that V-neck cut. The pants at the bottom also should mention, they're kind of like balloon bottom pants. I don't know how to describe this, but they kind of balloon out. Material at the bottom is a little bit thinner than the material at the top. It's a bit more kind of concentrated. Whereas this one, you can sort of see it's sheerer. I'm not sure if you can see that on camera. So it kind of gives the illusion of more, I guess, more bounce to it. I don't know, I'm so bad at describing these things, but you'll see it on the camera, me wearing it, and it's kind of tapered at the bottom as well. They're really comfortable, and I've got quite a few jumpsuits from Pleats Please now as well, and I just think that they look really good. I just really like Pleats Please jumpsuits. I think they fit well, they look good, and they actually fit me. I feel like the main thing about jumpsuits is that because I'm fairly short, I'm 160 centimeters, most jumpsuits are way too long for me. So these ones are really good because they're actually made for like an Asian person. Having said that, I did have some comments last time saying they wish they could wear these kind of things if they're really tall. I think if you are really tall, go for a size 5. They'll just look a little bit more cropped on you. Actually, I prefer that, to be honest. I prefer the fact that the 3 looks more cropped to me than the 5, but I mean, I guess it's comes down to preferences. If you wanted a full length jumpsuit then, and you're really tall, then obviously these aren't going to be for you. So the next thing I bought from Pleats Please was this top and matching bottoms. I believe these are from their kind of thicker bounce line, and I love the thicker bounce kind of design. They're kind of more structured and they have interesting cuts. Like this top, it's asymmetrical, so you will see that and you wear it, it's got a cutout. You can wear it this way or that way, they're pretty much the same, and the pleats are going diagonally compared to most of the time where they're vertical pleats, and then it's kind of got other pleats running the opposite direction. And I think this is really a beautiful top. Again, can wear it with a long sleeve underneath. You could wear it in the summer with nothing underneath. The color is gorgeous. Again, blues, I love blues. And the matching pants as well. They've got seams kind of running down. They've got these pleats running through them, and they've got kind of sectioned off pleats. And then it tapers off at the bottom. And I do like it when it does that, because it just means, you know, when you go in the bathroom and you're pulling down your pants, the pants don't just drop to the ground. Is that a weird thing to say? But it's true. Sometimes you want pants that just kind of cling on. I don't know if I'm describing that very well. I'm probably not. This is why I'm not a fashion blogger. They're just beautiful pants. Beautiful, beautiful pants. Love the color. Love this blue color. Blue, blue, blue. Got more blue pieces coming up. Again, bought this in size 3, and this top is also, I believe, in a size 3. I think actually the top is just one size. I'm gonna link all these pieces in the description bar. Everything's gonna be in Japanese and yen, so it might not be that helpful, but for those of you who have access to Pleats Please, hopefully this will help you out. I've got the same exact pair of pants. Again, I said that if I like something, I tend to buy them in several colors, and I've got this in blue. To me, this blue is very springtime, and even though we're not in spring anymore, I'll just wear them throughout the year, to be honest, because I like the cut and I like the color. I don't often wear light colored pants, but I do like this blue. I've already worn it a few times and I love it. Now that color didn't have a matching top, so I bought the black. Not that I needed to, but I love the cut of this, again, because it's got that interesting neckline where it just runs in like this, and at the bottom, it's kind of also not a straight edge. Now that my stomach is protruding out a bit more, the time for me to wear this is probably coming to an end, but I do think this is a gorgeous top, and I'll continue to wear it after pregnancy. Actually, it's funny because when I wore this, people didn't notice, maybe with black, you know, people didn't really notice the bump. Not that I'm trying to hide it, but I think because of the texture and the shape, it doesn't emphasize, you know, those lumps and bumps underneath. And another reason why I like Pleats Please, I find that I'm a very stocky build. The tops tend to be very flattering because They do give you some shape, but they don't cling to weird areas, which I like. Black goes with everything pretty much, and I wear a lot of black with, you know, bright colors injected into the mix. Okay, so last piece I picked up from Pleats Please is actually something I picked up from the airport because my mom said she wanted this, but it was sold out in the store. So I saw this at the airport and I picked it up. This is kind of like, I've worn this already in one of my videos, my Japan highlight videos. And when I wore this, my husband was like, this looks like an inverse cow pattern, which on further inspection, it totally does. But I like it. It's black and white, but you kind of can see a little bit of this faded kind of greeny yellow, and it also has like interesting kind of splatter pattern on it as well. So at the sides, you do have this button, so you can sort of either make it more flowy or you can tie it together so it is kind of a little bit more less exposed, I guess. Oftentimes you'll find with Pleats Please, you'll see that you have the option of different ways of wearing it depending on your preference. I wear this with like, you know, black denim jeans or leggings or even stockings if you wanted to. Again, because it's so roomy, I can just wear it throughout my entire pregnancy. The only thing is it is winter and these sleeves aren't, they don't go all the way. They're kind of 3/4 lengths-ish, or just kind of come up to here on me. So we definitely need to wear some sort of thermal inside when it's winter, which it is approaching winter. I think this is a really nice top. I tend not to go for patterns all that much. And the only reason why I bought it was because this is actually going to go to my mom. I think they often do have really beautiful patterns. And if you like patterns, you know, they are, every season they'll have different sort of things that they're inspired by. I tend to go, me personally, for solid colors because I just find that's more my style, more flattering. I don't like anything that's too busy. Like even I would wear something like this. I think this is a beautiful inverse cow piece. So next things I got were from Me, and I love going to Me store. I always find that the sales assistants are always super friendly and helpful. They sell sort of different designs, cauliflower style, the paper crumple style. Yeah, I really like kind of the different types of textures they have, not just the pleat style that you find at Pleats Please. The first things I bought were these gorgeous bright, kind of a bright shocking pink. And I think this is probably inspired maybe by the Sakura season. This is actually for my mum because she wanted it. So I've already got several tops exactly this same pattern and style, but in different colors. So they often do have tons and tons of different colors that they release every season. The texture is really nice. This texture is more thick than the typical Pleats Please, and I noticed that they're more prone to crumpling, so you have to be more careful with washing them. Although they do say hand wash everything, I mean, I put everything through the machine wash on a very, very delicate cycle. This is the top. It's just a sleeveless top. It's interesting because they have these perforated edges because you can actually cut them, and like if you wanted to make this a bit shorter, you could actually cut this bit off if you have like a short torso, and it won't kind of fray. I've noticed on their long sleeve tops they also have the same thing, so you can actually cut it shorter if you wanted to. Not that I ever would, but you can actually do that if you wish. Another thing to note about Me is that everything is pretty much one size. Correct me if I'm wrong if you're familiar with this brand. You can wear it this way, which is how I prefer to wear it, with everything kind of high neckline, but most people would probably wear it this way because that's actually, I mean, the tag is on the right side here, so most people would wear it here with a scoop neck. I just prefer to wear it with a high neck. I find that more flattering on my body. They came with matching pants, so these are kind of crop style wide leg pants, same color. They've got pockets as well. Very much appreciated because pants, you need pockets. Again, this is kind of one of their classic styles. You'll find it in several different colors, but I think this color is just very much spring. This pink color is very much a tribute to the Sakura season. Speaking of pink, I've got this other top in the same color. This one has a different texture to it. It's not pleated, but it's got more of that kind of crepey feel to it. Hopefully you can see that on camera, but it is kind of, yeah, it feels like it's like crepe paper-ish. Of course, all of these are made of polyester. Pretty much his pleats and his Me line are mostly polyester. They do work with other materials, but that's the main material that they work with. And I know polyester has such a bad rap, but honestly, The quality of these are so good. I do think that there are different qualities of polyester that you can get. These don't feel really uncomfortable on the skin like a lot of polyester does. So it's just this nice kind of drapey top, very flowy, very oversized, and you know, something that I can wear during my pregnancy and even after. The sleeves are short-ish. I mean, they kind of go down to here. I think I have something like this in black, but I just really like this color and I wanted something in this color, and I think this is just beautiful. So I have a few more things left. I've got this dress that I've actually worn in a previous video, my declutter video. Hopefully that's up by now. It probably will be. Again, I don't usually go for patterns, but I really like this pattern. Again, it's got that kind of crumpled style, but this one feels kind of a little bit more like it's got maybe cotton through it. I'm not actually 100% sure, but it doesn't feel quite as thick as the other one. A very kind of large dress, kind of goes down just below the knees, and it does also have this string, so you can actually cinch it in at the front, is how it's meant to be, well, how all the models, like the mannequins, were. But I actually wear it the other way around, where I tie it up at the back instead. So I like that because it gives the dress a little bit of shape. If you didn't have this string detail, it kind of does make the dress look a bit like a sack. So I like that you can sort of cinch it up and make it just a little bit more fitted, although this is still you know, a pretty roomy dress. It came in again in different colors, but black and white, it's kind of my thing. So yeah, black and white I went for. I've worn this dress before and I like it. It's comfortable and it feels really, really good. So I've been enjoying wearing that. Does it have pockets? Yes, it does, which is, again, great. Dresses with pockets, love it. Okay, we're down to the last few things. I bought these pants and I was really toing and froing with, you know, different, because it does come in different colors, but I ended up going for this one, which is more of a kind of brown linen type color. I can actually still wear these pants because they've got an elastic, so I can still fit into them. That's amazing, because I am like 6 months pregnant right now. You can tie it up like this, or you can just leave it just hanging if you want, you know, just leave it like that. It's again got giant pockets and they're quite large, oversized pants, kind of, I don't know if this is a boyfriend style pant. It's just a baggy pant, really. I like the pants that they have from me. Like last time I went, I also bought 2 pairs of pants and I really like them. And I just like that it's kind of got that, this ruffled, you know, band. You can tuck things in and just, you know, put this on display, or just, you know, wear under something a bit more baggy, which at this point is probably how I do it. At the moment, I wouldn't wear it like that, but you definitely can kind of wear something more fitted on the top and then tuck it into these pants so that you can show off this gorgeous ruffled part of the pant. I also did like the white, but white pants aren't really super practical, so passed on those ones. Last 2 things I got, they are 2 separate pieces, but I'd wear them together. So I got this dress and it actually looks like a giant pillowcase. It's a gorgeous off-white color and it feels really, really soft. It's got sleeves that are kind of double layered. It looks pretty shapeless, which is why I bought it with this scarf, so I can use it to wrap around as a belt. Very hard to explain it here. So I'm gonna put the clip of me wearing it on the screen so you can actually see how I style this. And I think together it looks really, really nice. I mean, I could wear it by itself, but I just don't think it looks as good. And yeah, I just think this looks like a really classic kind of monk style, simple dress. It's definitely not to everyone's taste, and I'm surprised that I actually liked how it looked on me. I think it's a really cute dress. It definitely looks better worn on, I think, than showing it on the screen like this. So that's everything I got in Japan in terms of clothes and accessories. I think that's pretty much it. I'm really happy with the things that I got. I've already started wearing the majority of them, so that's a really good sign. Let me know if you've actually tried any of these brands. I'd be interested to know how many of you are fellow Issei fans or fellow, you know, Japanese sock fans. I don't know. Enough rambling. I'm going to work. I hope you're all having a great day wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next one.